course, we are back in the Pretoria High Court this morning where the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial continues. Yesterday, the state called two witnesses. The first was the landlord of the property where one of the accused, that's accused number 3, Mthobisi Mcube, was staying when he was arrested for a separate matter. The second one was Mcube's former girlfriend, Kagiso Tefo. 5 men are on trial for the alleged murder of Senzo Meyiwa in October 2014. SABC News reporter Chriselda Lewis is closely following developments in the case. Let's cross to her now. Some very short appearances, I think, yesterday in the courtroom, very quick as well. But I think there was a real question around the relevance of speaking to the landlord and the former girlfriend of Mthobisi Mcube as well. Chriselda, talk to us about the key points of what we heard yesterday.
Well, a former girlfriend, Naledi, of accused number 3 here in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial has told the High Court here in Pretoria that she knew nothing of the firearm which was allegedly found in possession of Mthobisi Mcube. Kagiso Tefo, that's her name, detailed Mcube's 2015 arrest on an unrelated matter in which police had confiscated a gun. Now, that gun was linked to a taxi-related murder in Alexandra, for which Mcube was sentenced to 35 years imprisonment. Kagiso Tefo had basically moved in with accused number 3, she says, shortly after they met in January of 2015. So some weeks later, she says he was arrested. She says when Mcube had fetched her from the bus stop, at her request, a red vehicle had appeared driving fast with occupants being police officers. That firearms, she said, they instructed Mcube to lie down, and that's when they had handcuffed him. After police had gone into the yard, she says, and accessed their room, that is when the firearm, which she described as black in color and about 20 to 25 centimeters long, was found, she says. While she had remained outside with a female police officer, she says 2 male officers then went inside the room, and one of them said that found a firearm on the wardrobe. When a forensic bag was requested, one of the officers asked both her and Mcube about the firearm. She basically replied that she knew nothing about it, while Mcube, she says, simply didn't respond. Also, quite notably, Tefo also describing Mcube as having dreadlocks in 2015. You'd recall that is the same description given by some of the witnesses who took the stand, who were inside the house when the 2 alleged intruders had entered the Khumalo home in Vosloorus. That description of Mcube having dreadlocks was also corroborated by the former landlord, Chipane Gapola, who also took the stand yesterday. But as would be expected, the defense, Mcube's lawyer, advocate Charles Mnisi, pointing to the fact that while the dreadlocks were described by Gapola as hanging, he did not know what Mcube looked like prior to 2015, and that's the year that Mcube and his then girlfriend had basically began renting from him. Today, though, we're expecting a pathologist to take the stand. Crucial testimony that is expected on the stand this morning to shed light on the cause of Meyiwa's death, including from which point the bullet entered his body. So the crucial testimony we're expecting this morning from this pathologist will give us details about what exactly happened after Senzo Meyiwa was shot. When exactly, according to what doctors believe, did Senzo Meyiwa pass on? Because you'd recall some of the testimony that we've heard inside this court related to Meyiwa still gasping for air, according to one of the witnesses, while he was being transported from the Khumalo home to the hospital. So a bit more details from the experts here today in the form of this pathologist was expected to shed light on, possibly when Senzo Meyiwa had died and how and where the bullet had entered his body.